How do I get him to see my side? I'm a 36F and my husband is 40M. My husband has been renovating the basement for 12 months now. In that time, so that he could focus on Renos, I took on a fair share of the housework. He agreed to go on a big trip, but I had to plan it all. We moved, so I did almost all the packing/unpacking. We have 3 pets, so I find and arrange the sitters when we go out of town, and we got married recently, so I did pretty much all the planning there. Contrary to what this post comes across, I'm quite handy and good at planning. We did a renovation a while ago and butted heads so much that we agreed to allow him to handle the Renos this time, but with the understanding I wasn't putting up with a long reno. He kept telling me every 3 to 4 months it would only be another 3 to 4 months and it would be done. So I kept doing most of the chores. In between, of course, we would spend time with family/friends, host, etc. He signed up for an extracurricular sport between the months of September-April that took away 3 of his nights a week. I signed up for the same, but only one night and every other Saturday. This and all of the above took time away from Renos. I am now pregnant and was hoping the Renos would be done before the end of my first trimester, but it's looking more and more like it will bleed into holidays and my third. I actually told him before we got pregnant I wanted them done before that. My husband started a new job. Extracurriculars has started up again, so he is busy as ever. He has agreed to finally hire people to help. Only problem is, he doesn't plan things out and is a source of lots of the bottleneck. He needs to pick tiles, for example, order doors, etc., and now one of our bathrooms needs to be renovated, and I was begging him to hire and contact someone in September, but he refused but kept promising everything would be done by end of November. I knew if he took his time to hire people, it would be coming against the holidays and contractors normally book a month at least out. I warned him constantly about always hiring people literally when he needs them the next day, that it doesn't work that way. People aren't sitting around waiting for his call. He always ignores me. He finally contacted 2 guys in the last 2 weeks. One guy we haven't heard back from, and the other says he can't start until January. My mental state cannot take my entire pregnancy to be nothing but my husband being busy and all these Renos. He keeps saying all I do is complain. And I'm saying I wouldn't if he actually planned things properly and be more decisive. And maybe listen to me once in a while? Most of the Reno bottlenecks have been him, and he still refuses to change. He needs to plan ahead. All he says is that's the past, and that I need to focus on the future. So I say things like, okay, if I'm looking to the future, you need to order XYZ now so that it's here on time. You need to book so and so tomorrow. You need to plan. I think I've given him more than enough grace and time to finish things. I don't want the rest of my pregnancy to be nothing but Renos because he's busy half his week doing other things while Renos just sit there because he refuses to hire, make decisions, and relinquish control to others. I feel like he sees me asking him to adjust his way of working as the most unreasonable ask ever. It's not gaslighting, but I don't know what the term is. This has seriously affected what I thought my first pregnancy would be like and what I wanted for it. And all he says is you should stop stressing, but he's the source of that stress and refuses to adjust. Am I being completely unfair? Completely unreasonable? Is there anything I can do or say to get him to see where I'm coming from? How do I get him to see my side? The way he reacts to me asking him to plan or call or book things early makes me feel like I'm in the wrong.